on weekend is like going so much high. It's up like 40% for us. How are you, J Dripstar?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello.
Hello. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I am doing good. Actually, I had the pipeline, you know, got clogged or something, and then it was a long day for me.
Your pipeline?
Yeah, the house pipeline, it was clogged, and then I had to search for a plumber, you
Oh,
know.
as in like the toilet was blocked, like you couldn't flush or anything.
No, the pipeline basically, I don't know how to explain, but yeah, fuck it.
Your water
Anyways,
supply.
huh?
Your water supply, like where you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
water
yeah,
from
yeah,
for
yeah,
your entire house,
yeah,
like no
yeah,
water was coming out.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Give it give
Just
us a
third
no
world
voice.
country problem.
First world country. Hey man, I've had that before.
Um, you can share your screen, by the way.
Yeah. Can everyone hear us? Is the volume okay? I saw someone say that they can't hear.
Uh, I think a lot of people can hear, but this guy, Turabe, I think
Oh, okay.
he is the only guy. I think you need to rejoin the stream and then you will be able to hear us.
Let me know. You can see my screen.
Yes, I can see the screen.
All right. Hope everyone's having a good day. It's Monday, first day of the trading week. We had a pretty eventful weekend to say the least. Bitcoin basically did nothing, which is what we are expecting. As I said, like after the 120K was my big like swing long TP. We're chopping between this range. I think we do at some point get a leg up to 125K, but for the time being, as long as BTC holds this 117K, 120K range is good. Above 120K will open up the window for 125K. Below 118K, like we're likely to backtest some of this low volume node or fair value gap, whatever you like to call it. Like I said last week, I don't want it to see it retest the all-time high 112K. I don't want it to get anywhere close to 110K even. I want us to front run and bottom somewhere in this box before going back up. But yeah, there's not been really any need to focus that much on BTC. Just have alerts set. Just make sure that it's respecting the range. Once it gets above 120K, it's most likely starts taking focus again, and Bitcoin dominance starts going up again as Bitcoin takes the show. But right now, the institutional buying, the volume, the insensitive buyers are all focused on ETH, as shown by the Treasury companies. We saw Pantera raise $1 billion. You have SBET buying $5 billion. The ones who closed the ATM. And then in contrast to BTC, BTC only had the $1 billion buy, or only $750 million buy last week of Sailor. And then Trump announcing that they filled 2 billion. No idea where, but maybe it might have been up here in this bit. Doesn't necessarily have to be 2 weeks. Last week, I mean. Um, but yeah, we'll see what continues happening. I'm still focused mainly on ETH, XRP, and other altcoins that I mentioned, like Fartcoin, SPX, ETH beta coins. But some things we can look at for BTC specifically is so it's still holding like it's kind of trying to hold on to 4-hour trend here. It's fighting with it. If it loses it, it probably goes down to here. Hour 4 MA 100. We have hour 4 EMA 200 down there, but yeah, somewhere in there it should bottom and bounce. In terms of rewrap levels, we're basically just loads of stacked rewraps here. Previously rewrap, previously value area low, which is kind of what we've been holding on to. Quarterly value area high, which was where we've been rejecting. Previously value area high, which is the resistance before we go up there. So a lot of stack levels here, which is why we're making so many, which is why we're holding on to it. Ideally, I want to get filled here, quarterly VWAP, which is 114k. So yeah, there's not much else to say. We're still above 30-day rolling VWAP, which is 111k. I mean, if there's ever going to be a wick there, that's going to be the low. It should hold that. If we lose 30-day rolling VWAP, then trend is done. Bull market's over, I guess. But yeah, we should really hold that as the be all or end all. But I would really like us to just bottom in this box. Don't give people the retests of the previous all-time high, which you don't like. You shouldn't really get that retest in a bull market in a breakout. But yeah, there's still healthy CB premium going on today in this US session. We're only about 45 minutes into it, but still good to see that TradFi is still bidding. Maybe Sailor is still got this week's clip or whatever. But yeah, that pretty much is my view on BTC. Not much, many trades, I guess. It's just waiting for this limit to fill, or we chase the breakout above 120k. Otherwise, just focus on ETH, focus on your altcoins, focus on chasing data. This is your time where your dead bags come alive. You have news, you have altcoin teams, projects dropping bullish news to make their coins pump, squeeze out shorters. To make the most of these conditions, full foot on the gas, but just be mindful of the warning signs that I've given with, excessive funding rates, altcoin OI ballooning to new all-time high levels. Of course, you have ETH doing more daily volume than BTC for the last week or so. You've got ETH OI also going through the roof. People now chasing on Sol, BNB. It's just you just need to. These kind of things happen towards the tail end of the trend before we get a wipe, and then we go back again. And we most likely, when we get a wipe, we go back again. You get BTC going again, and then you get the rotation to ETH and alts. But yeah, let's move on to ETH. I know I closed my swing long here at 3.5k. We missed a 10% leg up, and I thought I could get another entry on it. But I didn't. But closing the level long and then converting to spot ETH at that point means you still captured it. This move up. I've cancelled my ETH limit that I had previously. This isn't one that I've been drawing up. I don't think I've posted this yet, but I'll post it after the stream. But essentially, I'm looking for a retrace of. So this is when Friday move started. To Friday to Sunday. It's here. So just like a wick to just wipe out the weekend longers before we go to 4K. But as you can already see, the pump is crazy. The bidding is insane, mostly because SBET and BMNR are racing towards being the number one ETH treasury co. So they're trying to buy as much Ethereum as they can. So it's going to be quite hard for us to get this fill. But yeah, we shall see what ends up happening. But this is basically what I want to happen. I mean, I'm still spot long ETH. I think ETH goes to 5k. I mean, above 4k, it shouldn't really triple top. As marked out here, or it'll be a quadruple top. But there will be sellers at 4k. But I think market conditions are at the point where we should basically go to all-time high. We probably get a 10% wick, but you might end up getting a leg up to like 6k, depending on how long these good times last. But 5k and all-time highs are inevitable. But 4k is a massive level as shown here. Should get another point of consolidation, maybe some kind of deviation below 4k. People go, oh, 4k is resistance. You didn't sell 4k. It's obvious. Local top, generational top, and then we leg up to 5k and make all-time highs. that's my view. As long as the ETFs keep bidding, as long as people show Ethereum as alternative to BTC, if you missed the BTC move, um, yeah. So bullish Ethereum, nothing really much to say. Buy all dips that you get on it. Um, and all-time high should be coming maybe next end of August, and 4K should come by the end of this week. Hopefully we get a dip to get long, otherwise we're just spot long anyway. Yeah, so that's my view on ETH. I did open a swing long last week. We sold this pop off. I should have just relonged um, the same setup, but I was greedy. I wanted lower. Now I'm working on a new limit here. Maybe get a retest of $180, but you can see here the OI is going through the roof here. People are chasing Solana. As people who missed ETH, gonna get on board. People who miss BTC chased ETH. People who are missing ETH are now chasing Sol. It's just a way that money trickles down in the system. So we shall see what we can cook up for Sol. But like I said, I want Sol is going to $200. Above $200, it will quickly go to 250 again. But right now I'm just trying to play this leg to $200. We'll see if it gets the retest. I mean, it's been respecting the 4-hour trend the entire way. It's been really super clean. I should have just held the long open from last week, as it was not losing 4-hour trend, and you can just ride this. Well, I could have just ridden this the entire way, but yeah, it's what it is. Can't win them all. We made good profits on it, so let's see if we get a retest to like $180, retest of 4-hour trend. And then we could ride to $200, $205. So yeah, that's pretty much my view on Solana. Like it's quite like nothing complicated to discuss. Everything looks really good. Buy any lev dips or flushes. Yeah. SPX. I set a limit for this earlier. It might end up just going like $2. It's like good round number resistance. I think $2 puts at $2 billion market cap. I think I would have to chase above $2 if it breaks, and it's air, and fulfill this buy bit wick. This prophecy that we've had since down here when we were trading it between these two ranges. Should have just bought a fat spot bag and left it, so we don't have to keep banging our heads about trying to catch this. Trying to catch this. Trying to catch this leg up. But yeah, we'll see what happens this week. I think we are due for some kind of correction. It's just hard to time it. So it's just basically just daily scalps until we get some kind of correction that gives us easy swing long entries. But yeah, SPX I'm really bullish on. I mean, if you want to take a spot bag with 20% stop loss and target like a 50% move, then yeah, but it's kind of hard to give wide invalidations like that. I prefer to just get filled on a wick and leave enough gap for in case of a bigger wick liquidation wipe. But yeah, I think SPX is going to $3 at some point this summer. XRP, this is another one that's doing my head in. Trying to catch an entry on this. Again, another trade I was planning to pushing out. I know I cancelled the limit that I had with Diet last week. I mean, I cancelled it yesterday, last night, that I set with him on Thursday. But it's such a clean, like, I don't think you can get anything cleaner than this. It was a 210, 20-day range, 7-month range, 8-month range, stuff like that, 7 to 8 month range. It's not breaking out. It's broken all-time high. It gave you that retest of all-time high. It should go to like $4 or $5. Yeah, it's just the funding was just really obnoxious. Look at the OI is getting to like historically high levels again. It's just hard to justify taking like a FOMO entry. But I mean, they are being rewarded with it. It's up 5% on the day. I mean, ADA, all these US coins, XRP, ADA, HBAR, Sol. Even Trump and Melania are going XLM. But ideally, I just want like a quick retest. Again, it was like it's holding the 4 hour trend really well. Like it literally the entire way. I did not lose it. It still hasn't lost it. So maybe we get lucky with a retest here. Like wipe all these wicks here. Let me zoom in so you can see it better. But you can see here, it's just been forming higher lows the entire time. So maybe we just will wipe all these wicks, and then we get filled, and then we go. But yeah, I see there's a lot of. Oh, what's up, HBJ? Afternoon con. What's up, Grid? Yeah, Enos going crazy. It had the 250 million buyback news on that SPAC deal that they made as well. I haven't had a look at Link. No, not yet, Maxime. I've only done Bitcoin, ETH, Sol, XRP, and SPX, I believe. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for, XRP. I would like a move into here, into this bit. Just retake again. I'm like, I don't know if I'm being too obvious or too dumb, trying to just line up all my plans with retracing the weekend move, but if not, I'll chase with market entries. But these are the most like the entries that make sense to me to look for. Nothing too like. I mean, right now it's like an 8% pullback, which is quite a lot. But when I was thinking of that, it was like before this candle here was like down here, like 4% pullback isn't that bad. But now, as price goes further and further away from us, it makes these limits quite unrealistic. So we'll see what happens today. We'll let Monday range form and see what we get for the rest of the week. I don't think we have any macro events coming up. Let me just have a quick look. With Powell speaking tomorrow, but I think it's something irrelevant. Yeah, we've literally nothing. Unless someone wants to correct me if I'm wrong, but we've got nothing this week. Macro free week. Yeah, just unemployment claims on Thursday. That's it. What else did I want to cover? Oh yeah, Fartcoin. It made new. I think that was that trade that we got stop break even on. It swiped and made new highs, and it's reacting pretty strongly. Target is like the easy leg up on Fartcoin is above 1.6, all the way to $2 for like a 40% trade. Polymarket buys exchange to re-enter US after DOG ends probe. I think Polymarket might be like it's just news that just happened. That's the headline that I just read out. If you guys have your news feeds open or Twitter, like Zoomer and BWE just posted about it. But yeah, I think Polymarket is going to be a really good airdrop if they end up doing a token. I think prediction markets is the next wave. Everyone's really like it makes the most sense. Like everyone wants to bet on like people and stocks before like bet on things that they can't bet on normally. Like, you know, oh well, this underground rapper hit 1 million Spotify listeners by the end of this year. Will this footballer be worth 100 million in the future? Will this footballer win the Ballon d'Or? That buying stocks early on people, Polymarket is the best venue for such an idea to come to fruition. So, and you know, they have a lot of already mainstream influence and like lots of mainstream attention. Like, you know, when the whole thing about, oh, will Jesus Christ return this year? Even the normies were paying attention to Polymarket odds about, oh, will there be a nuke release this year? About the Iran-Israel situation. Like lots of people divert their attention to Polymarket odds within the normie world. So Yeah, I think if you're not on Polymarket already or not done any volume on it, I think you should try and get some done. Especially if you're doing sports betting, you can easily sports bet on Polymarket instead. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone has got friends that are sending in 100 to 1 parlays into their group chat every weekend and gambling all their money on sports bets betting, with sport betting volume having done like a 3 to 4x in the last 4 or 5 years. It's a new wave. Like every 16, 18-year-old now is doing it who can get approved on betting exchanges. Like before it was like the 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, but now it's like really young guys doing it now, like people in uni students and things like that. So Polymarket is a bridge between sports betting and prediction markets, and if they can capture both audiences, they can make a lot of noise in that space. But back to the market. Fartcoin, yeah, easy trade above 1.6 to $2. Otherwise, for pullbacks, I think I would maybe look for something like this down here. Again, sweep of like the weekend, um, weekend price action, having a stop loss like here, 8% stop loss. What it looks like today, we're just gonna rip from the get-go. No easy entries allowed. Maybe we just end up getting one more leg across the board with like 10 to 20% moves on alts, and then we get to what the wick, um, which I'm perfectly happy with. I have enough spot to not make me feel FOMO on these moves. Um, but yeah, Fartcoin, like I think that's one of the coins you should pay attention to. One of the strongest altcoins. I think should go above 1.6 to $2. I mean, at this point, you don't really need to be that specific with your altcoin selections. I think everything's basically in the up only mode. But if you're picky, I mean, SPX, Fartcoin, Bonk, which Tex posted about, the group pretty much has their eyes on all the altcoins that are making the big moves. We were killing Peng, like the group was going, was trading Pengu a lot, which is up another 20% today. There was obviously ENA news flow. I know I called an ENA trade earlier on. I know Muzza has also been trading ENA. Fartcoin obviously heavily traded in the group Bonk, so like you shouldn't be missing out any of on the big alts. But for my personal opinion, SPX, Fartcoin, XRP, and some of these ETH beta coins, ENA, Lido, Eigen, ENS, with ETH and ETH exposure, playing the rotation with Sol, you should be heavily outperforming in any moves up. Um, Here for the meat talk, yeah, that's the Muzza section that not mine. He will drop all the alpha on that after last week's generational clips. But a lot of meat the same in Saudi talk. Saudi also, can you share Ondo thoughts? Yeah, Ondo had I believe had some news, something like that. I can't remember what it was. Um, it looks pretty good from the RWA sector. I know John showed something in the RWA sector. On-chain coin, the Saudi royal family, like it's called like TRWA. I mean, I think Ondo is also good. ETH, beta coin, like all of these in my list, like Lido, Eigen, ENS, SSV, Arvo, Ondo, Uni, even ETC, OP, Aero. Like you can't really miss with all these. They're all so heavily correlated. Forget about Usual and Cook, like these ones, and forget about MNT, AU. Like I need to sort this list out, but like all of these coins, like they're all pretty much are going to perform very similar. There's only going to be a few percentage difference between them, unless they have obviously something obvious like news, which is why ENO is up 17% compared to the rest of them. But yeah, Ondo, like nothing much to say. It's just like if I look at all the things, holding 4 hour trend, coming into some resistance here. I think this is the level. This is when the big unlock happened, and then we nuked like 50%, which is where we took the short on Ondo, I believe. But yeah, above here, it should start going back to 1.5 to this consolidation area that we had. Can you take a look at TIA? Yeah. Where's Tia? Tia L1. Surf my L1 top L1 list. I think this can make a lot of noise. I think this getting heavily under people's radar. This is listing low wick. But this is looking like a massive deviation now below here, and I think up here it can pull like a 40% move. It's obviously one of the heavily shorted, most heavily shorted coins. Like you can easily get like a move back up to $4. Um, I think you can easily take. I might actually set a trade for this after. Uh, okay, 7% stop loss. Maybe we can just do it around 10% stop loss, buy spot, and target like a 2x on it. Like your TPs would of course be here, um, here, uh, here, like yeah, like a small movement out there, but yeah, like these would be your TPs. I'll work on this. Uh, like it's one of the coins paying attention to, considering that ETH's getting so much attention. You're getting the L1 passive bid as well. Like you would have seen AVAX going up quite a lot, Bearer, things like that, Aptos, Say, Sui, they've all been going up a lot. So yeah, I think TS going to do really good, easy. I know Eli's got his eyes on this. I don't know if he's still got an active trade on it, but yeah, I like Tia for a move up to these levels. Arb, it's pretty much the same thing, bro. Arb, like now it's reclaimed this range, it should go to 0.63. I think this is like when I gave that. I think it was on stream or when I posted on my channel. Like, yeah, ETH beta coins are good buy. All these coins, like they're pretty much all the same. Like Arb, Pendle, OP, like they all have like similar charts. They're all gonna go up as ETH goes up. But you know, like if they're only going, if ARB's going up 4.6%, ETH's going up 2.4, like it's a beta of 2x. But then I don't know, my size on ARB will be maybe like 4 to 5 times smaller than I would be on ETH, so I'd make more money on. Uh, I'll be putting more money into. I'll be making more profit on ETH going up that percent. But yeah, I think that covers all the requests in my section. I don't want to take up too much time. I'll hand it over to Muzza if you're here, Muzza.
Yes, I am.
Uh, I'll
I
stop
was just
sharing.
wondering,
Yeah,
I think, oh, never mind. Uh, shall I share my screen?
yeah, go for it. There you go.
Imagine Pornhub released their token, to be honest, after like poly market.
Why?
It's
What goon
going,
to earn?
huh?
Goon to earn? Like how would that token work?
Like I think they take like dollars for subscription, so they something like subscription, like pay the
So you can
subscription
get
with their own.
premium with the coin.
Yeah. I can
Goodness.
see it coming. I can see it coming, but I'm just too much early for this, you
You can
know.
see it early.
Yeah. Um Anyways, let's start. Yeah, let's start with ETH, maybe first. So, let me share the daily chart. So for ETH, everything is simple for me. This 3980, I said like multiple times that this is going to reach. You can see that after like flipping this 3690 level, it makes sense to fill this inefficiency on the left side, and I think in like maybe today tomorrow, but I think 3980 is going to come. The problem is that around like 4120 we have the strong highs, which is going to be a much difficult for price to take out. In like last time I shorted ETH, if you all remember, I was short around like I think 2780 something, where I had the stop loss of like 29.10 something. And I said that if my stops are going to get hunted, then we are straight going to like 3.6k, 3.4k. I got stop hunted, and the rest is a history. Now I think that if I do a short attempt on ETH at like 39.80, and put stop loss above the strong high, let's say if I get my stop loss triggered, this is eventually gonna send it to like 44.90 very instantly, and then 46.70 is also going to get taken out, which is going to be a big resistance. I'm talking about higher time frame right now, not on smaller time frame. So on daily time frame, I think if this strong highs is going to get taken out, simple 44.80 and then 46.70 is going to get taken out as well. And possibly then we look for the new all-time high on ETH. Looking at how the RSI is right now, which is very much overbought region at the moment, I think there should be a cool off that should be coming at any moment. This is all everybody shouting, hence why the cool off is basically not coming. But I think eventually, I think BTC is basically what going to give up big, like. $8,000 down in a single day or maybe in single hour, which is going to get RSI on ETH going to start cooling off. I don't expect much downside. In a midterm, I think I already made the hard time frame post that gravity is going to work. Like simple physics, gravity is going to come. Everything that goes up comes down. In the same way, all if you see this, that these are basically all the inefficiencies that price is basically filling and creating. And I think the same way that price is going up, I think the same way price is gonna come back down to test this daily order block at like 2650 at some point. I don't know if like next month or maybe in September, but I do know that 26 is basically going to get taken out. So for this, I want to start my this cute little short attempt at like 39.80 with stop loss above like 41.20. This is what my idea is for like ETH. Also, now if I come back to the smaller time frame, just for the intraday thoughts, you can see that we had these small order blocks on 15-minute time frame, and you can see that we had the strong lows at like 36.80. When I was sleeping early in the Asia session, I think price literally gave you a chance to go long on ETH with a little stop loss below the strong lows. I don't know if you guys caught it, but this was the play today. I think right now I just want to set a limit order at like 34.30. I think eventually, let's say if BTC gives up, I think 34.30 could be a good stink limit for ETH, which is I'm eyeing. I don't know if other corner modes already have this limit order set, but you can see that we have this 4 hour order block from like 35.70 and then 34.84. So my idea is that even if let's say we go up 39.80, fill my bids, and then retesting this 4 hour demand zone makes sense to me, looking at the RSI as well. So let's see if I'm right and 34.30 get retested in the next few days after reaching 39.80, or it just directly goes and trigger my stop loss. And in this scenario, you're gonna get like 44.80. So I have like both of the scenarios in my mind, and both are the triggers. Either hit my stop loss, go here, or my trade is going to get into profit and then we retest this order block. Coming into BTC, like Trump bought like $2 billion worth of BTC, and then seller bought so much BTC as well, which made price goes into consolidation, which make me think that a lot of sell pressure was basically generated after this all-time high, which basically both of them tried to engulf. Uh, since like 5 to 6 days, I've been eyeing for a retest of like 115,200. You can see that we have the 1 hour bullish FEG. What my idea is that I want to go long at like 115,200, and then I want to put stop loss below like this bullish FVG to target like new all-time high. The problem is that on 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have the strong high at like 120,900 something, and until this is not going to get taken out, price is still going to consolidate. Still, I think there could be a retest of like 115,250 something, and it is going to be a good entry for BTC long. And I want to mark it in for like group when price comes here. But until then, I'm just being patient. This is the level that I think worth going long, and then this is the level I think worth DCA, in my opinion. Also, as announced like on Sunday, I think eventually BTC is going to trade at like 110,400 something, where we have the daily and 4 hour support, and also 12-hour support as well. This is a high conviction area at like 110,440, where I will go with a good size long on if I ever get a chance. Let's say if this gets stopped out, I will increase my size, and then I'll just start calling at like 110,400. In the deep down, I know that price is eventually gonna take out this support, but at the same time, I want to um, target 115,200 as well. This is the reason why I cancel my limit order. Let's say if there is a flush, there could be a chance that my limit order get hit and then instant stop loss as well. So I just prefer not to set any limit order at the moment. And if I'm awake, I'll just be going with a market entry. ENA, you can see, I think it's up like 40% since like Saturday entry. I think this POC at like 64 cents, and then 72 cents is going to get taken out. Where I think around like 72 cents I'll close my long fully. Although the setup has been completed, which I planned on Saturday, but I'm keeping my long because of this buyback that is going to come from their company. With I think with in the next few hours, there's a good chance that like Sol is very much strong. I think there's a good chance that price is eventually gonna go to like 1.41. So we still have like 9 to 10% room to target longs, and eventually I think 1.63 is going to get taken out as well. I was watching for the entry, but decided to not to go go a lot of long size when there could be a reason that I post a lot of trades and then we start flushing out. So this is the reason I'm not posting a lot of trades. But I think WIF is going to trade at like 1.42 and 1.63. Resolve, you can see on 15-minute time frame, some big volume is coming in. Price has basically flipped this area. We have a lot of gap. Potentially, I want to just market long here with the stop loss. Uh, the problem is that the stop loss for this trade is little wide, which is the reason why I'm not posting it yet. Or maybe if let's say price lose, take out this POC and then reclaim for the second time, I'm going to post this as a market entry for the group. You can see that it has like a lot of POs, a lot of gap. I think this coin is eventually gonna go to like 21 cents. Actually, the another reason why I didn't post it this as a market entry is that I had the similar setup yesterday on that shit coin in it. In it also had like 25% gap on POC. Price also flipped the supply zone. And we had some kind of a bullish FEG as well. I tried to ride the spot swing with for the group, but that hit the stop loss, which is giving me PTSD at the moment. So yeah, this is also one of the reason why I'm not posting this trade. But yes, I want to take this setup since I think there's a good chance that price is going to trade around like 21 cents. Caspa, I wanted to play a full setup, but since I wanted to focus on stream and it was up like 2%, so I decided to put stop loss to break even. Either it's going to get me stop break even or it's going to go to like 12 cents. I think eventually, considering my luck, maybe it just stop me break even and then fly to like 12 cents, but I will still be keeping my eyes on after the stream. Also, it has like a 15-minute bear divergence, which was also the reason why I moved my stop loss to break even. So, in short, I'm watching Resolve to take out this POC and reclaim this supply, or I will just wait for any other setup to start forming. But in looking at the momentum on ETH, I think very much fair to say that 3980 is going to get taken out very soon. So let's see. Now I will just watch your comments, and if you have any chart request, please let me know. Oh, Carlo, my best friend, he is also in the stream. Mm. Oh yeah, HBJ. Considering the amount of videos I watch daily, I think I will be the top holder of that coin. Do you guys have any chart requests for me? J Drip Star, do
Someone asked for
you
Pepe and not Maker.
1000 Pepe? Let's see. I have a question for you, J Drip Star. I don't know. Maybe it's no no.
The last question you asked me was not a good one.
No, it's strictly like trading wise. So let's say so let's say if somebody is like so much flat that they have like missed every move. Let's say like they are not positioned on spot, they are not positioned on perp anything, or maybe they are like newcomers, or maybe let's say if you just join crypto right now, and how would you like position yourself if you were like a newcomer?
If I was a newcomer, I would
And if you are
probably
like experienced, but you are flat on everything.
I would just buy spot, to be honest, off a few um just buy like ETH spot, XRP spot, and then DCA onto into altcoins that you like. Because I think you can just take the risk of, like, in my head, I would say, like, okay, if this is a trend, um, and like we're going to get another like significant leg up across the market, you think coins are going to go up 50 to 100%, and your trend loss and validation, it's like only like 10 to 20%. Like you can, I don't know, I'll risk like maybe losing 10 to 20% of my portfolio that I'm starting out with to stand to gain like 50 to 100%. And I would, whatever entries I take, I'll probably just try and compound profits aggressively. So like, let's say I bought spot Eno on the weekend and it's gone up 20% today. I'll take profit and then look to sell all of that and then look to rotate into something else. Like, oh, I see souls going up, so like let me gamble on some Jupiter and Gito. And then once I catch that, I'll take profit and rotate that into, you know what, SPX and Fartcoin have been consolidating. They've not been breaking out. Let's go park my funds into there. Once that breaks out, like I wouldn't try and go for home run trades. I would just try and like compound my wealth really quickly and scalp like those 10 to 20% moves. And then if you get a big market correction, you can deploy everything on spot and then take some leverage position at that point.
So what are basically like XRP and hype, the ticker you said?
I just like, for example, like spot, I would say ETH and XRP are probably my safest bets. Like I think ETH's going to go to 5k, and I think XRP is going to like $4 to $5. And every profit I take, I would put that profit. So like when you take profit into USDT, I'll put the profit straight into ETH and build long term bags like for at 5K level. Um, yeah,
Right.
and I wouldn't be trading with USD. Like this is like I don't know. I wouldn't recommend this for everyone, but like on Bybit, for example, you can use altcoins as your collateral instead of USDT if you enable that. I forgot what's called like margin portfolio or whatever. Or like you can click the thing, you can go in the thing, and it says use as collateral, and you can swipe that button. So like you can use XRP as collateral for your trade. You can use BTC, you can use ETH. So I'd only use like major coins as collateral because holding USDT means you're short on the market technically, and right now you shouldn't be short on anything when things like ETH, XRP, BTC, so hype, whatever, like all those majors are going to keep going up.
Yeah, thank you for your answer. Just wanted to ask, since we have like a lot of new members in the server. Anyways, this Pepe, I think somebody asked. So this 0.0164 and then 0.0166, this is the basically area which is going to be a trouble for this coin, since we have like a weekly resistance and a daily resistance at the same area. Also, we don't have any POC pockets until like 0.0157, so I can see it pumping at least like 10% candle once each, let's say each start making a god candle. I think this coin is going to get benefit from it and start doing a breakout from like 0.0144, and I think it's eventually gonna take out like 0.16 this weekly and a daily resistance. This is what I think. The invalidation for this scenario for me is this: if price, let's say, lose this 1 hour strong low at like 0.0126, I think then we will have some kind of a problem or a shift in structure. But until like 0.0126 is like holding and price is keeping this strong lows, I think only way is like upside for this coin. I wanted to ask you if your analysis of reaching 110,000 is still valid if BTC break all-time high. Yes, that's true. Eventually, price is gonna come back down to 110,400. This is where I want to go with a good size. Uh, it is going to come even after like making the all-time high or even from like here. But I expect like in midterm, price is gonna come back down. Um, any chart request, guys? ACH, Fartcoin, MKR. Let's see MKR. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, I think this blue zone around like 2291 flip is what, if I were you, I would eye for going for a market entry, since we have like a 11% gap to the upside. Uh, Here we have the 4 hour resistance. Then this is the daily resistance from where we basically went down around like Friday. Uh, Overall for MKR, I think this blue zone from like 2290 should get flipped before I get interested in this coin. Also, it should be getting a lot of traction because of this since ETH is moving upside, and also I think they have some kind of a connection with the stable coin as well. But flipping this 2290 from this supply zone is going to be a trigger for me for the market entry. I'm setting alert around like 2288. Let's have a market entry in the trade section once this 2288 is going to get flipped. Then somebody asked me for Fartcoin. Make sure that you guys take enough profit if you bought this coin on spot around like, because eventually when the bear market is going to come, this coin is going to go below like 10 cents. So make sure you are not stuck when the time comes. I think it's trying to break this supply zone on daily time frame, but we have POC from like 1.724. Let's see. So bot have the support at like 1.538 and 1.29. Um, we are making bearish RSI divergence at the moment, but and also this 4 hour is going to be interesting in a sense that you can see that the next 4 hour resistance that the bot is showing me is like 1.877, and then we have around like 1.99. So I think what game plan for me right now for this coin is, let's wait for the 4 hour close, and probably this 4 hour close is going to happen with a bearish divergence. Wait for a sell off to like 1.54, start scaling it a long position, and then wait for price to come back to like 1.88. I think looking at this 4 hour candle, I think price really want to start going up like 17% before it start going down. I think 1.87 should come, but we have a condition. The condition is that price candle on this 4 hour close above 1.568, and then after closing above 1.568 we wait for the sell off to like 1.54, where we start longing fat coin with a stop loss below like 1.44, and then we can target for like 1.87 for like a 3 hour trade. If I were you, this is what I would do. You can take the screenshot of this setup if you want for fat coin. uh Hype, let's see. But this coin is going to 1.87, considering the strength it have right now. I really like Fartcoin. I think it's really going to like 1.87 from here. Uh, Hype. Let's see. So we have the same support that we have, which is 44.07. Then the same support at like 41.24. Let's see the 4 hour. I think I think this is the area where I would be scaling in this hype. The reason is that since this is the 4 hour demand zone that you can see on the chart, and also the bot also have the 4 hour resistance at like 45.19, and then we have the daily support at like 44. So if we start scaling in on this 4 hour support, and if we DCA at like 44 and put stop loss at like 43, I think this is the setup that majority of the people are going to look for it. Also, this hype coin is going to come back down to like 37.8. This is what I was looking. I think if you also it have like a spot pair on Bybit as well now, and I would like to buy a lot of spot when price is going to come back down to 37.8 to run it back for like a new all-time high around like 60 to 70. But for like intraday thoughts, I think if you start scaling in from like 45.2, DC at like 44, and then put stop loss at like 42.9, I think this is the 5% invalidation play that majority of the participants would be looking for like hype, especially like 44.06. If price is going to lose 44.06, this coin is literally straight going to this $38 range if price is going to lose this 44.06 to me. This 44.06 is a big level that price needs to hold. For the guy who was asking me, um, Justin's son to go to space in Blue Origin rocket launch. Wow. One of my dream is to go to space as well. If I get to like 7 to 8 figures, I'll try it as well. Like I think last time all these bitches like this guy like Katy Perry and a lot of girls, I think they also went to space. I don't know, but yeah, it's very much cool, and I want to do it as well. Oh, it's almost time for DB stream. Oh, sorry, forgot. J Star, do you have any closing comments?
No, I think yeah, we can hand over to
Almost.
DB.
Sorry, I was in the flow, so I didn't realize. Apologies. Yeah, so I'll just give my closing remarks. I think ETH is literally going to like 39.80 and make a blow off top or something. But one thing that we need to keep an eye on is like 4120, which is the strong high. I think if price can somehow take out strong high, then this would be a short term a risk on signal for me that price is eventually gonna tag 44.87 and then higher as well. For BTC, I think the least I think in the Asia session I made specific post for the BTC as well. You can go and check it out. I said that the in the US session the least retracement for the BTC is like 117,500, which we almost reached. But I think in like intraday I would like 115 200, and then I will start posting market long for BTC and all the major coins as well. Still watching Resolve. Just want price to come back down to 17 cents POC and reclaim the green box. And I hope this piece of shit coin pumps for us as well. Thank you for coming. But just a reminder that you guys like it's not a time to like open fresh position. Maybe like eat make a blow of top to like 39.80, and then I think I would be in a better position to comment. Have a good day, guys, and good night from me. If you need any help, just tag me in the chart ideas. Thanks for coming in.
See you later, guys.